Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the class. In this session, we are going to discuss some important assertion reasoning questions which are important for the unit test 2. So basically, these are the questions which will be related to the term 1 syllabus physics portion 10th class. So I hope you will see the complete video, and if you are the new one on this channel, then you can like, share and subscribe to our channel. So let's start the session. We are starting the session with the question number 1. So question number 1 is now displaying on your screen, and in the same way some questions will appear and you have to answer that questions. So question number 1 is now appearing on your screen, displaying on your screen, and the question has assertion and reasoning. So you have to answer accordingly. So I hope you know the options are. What will be the options? So option number A will be the answer when both assertion and reason will be correct, and reason will be the correct explanation of assertion. So we will discuss that options later on. I hope you all know about the options very well, because you have gone through the questions of biology and chemistry also. So let's start the session without wasting any more time. So the first question is, a ray of light incident normally on a mirror retraces its path. So this is the assertion, and he is saying a ray of light incident normally on a mirror and retraces its path. So let's suppose, you can take any other example. Let's suppose this is the plane mirror, and its right side is polished, this side is polished one. So it is saying when ray of light incident normally means when it is making angle 0 degree with the normal. So this is the mirror. A ray of light has to incident from this end, and it is incident normally. So this is the incident ray, and obviously here you have the normal will be perpendicular to the surface. So this ray is making angle 0 degree with the normal. So it will retrace its path. It will reflect at 0 degree angle. That means it will retrace its path. It will go on the same path from which it is coming. So this is the assertion. I hope you can easily understand. You can take the example of any mirror. If I will talk about the curved surface, then you can take the example of concave mirror. So let's suppose this is the concave mirror. Okay, this side is polished, this is the polished side. So polished side, this is the polished side, and now you can see if ray of light will incident here. Incident means normally, so incident normally means straight line. So this is making the angle 0 degree with the normal, because normal will be this one, normal will be this one. So it is making angle 0 degree and it will retrace. Yes, in this case also the ray will retrace its path. It will move in the same direction on the same path from which it is coming. So you can take any mirror, example of any mirror. So that means assertion for this question is right. Now see what he is saying in the reason. In the reason he is saying, in reflection, angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Yes, obviously. Why the ray is retracing its path? Because it is incidenting at 0 degree. It is incidenting at 0 degree and it is reflected at also 0 degree, because angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. That's why the ray will retrace its path. So that means both assertion and reason are correct, and reason is the exact explanation. Reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Yes, obviously, because in this question reason is giving the correct explanation of the assertion. So this is your question number 1. This is your question number 1, and both assertion and reason are correct, and reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. That's why your answer will be option number A. So option number A will be the right answer for the first question. I am giving the answers as per my view. if there you find that any answer is wrong, or you find that if there is any miscommunication, so if there is any doubt, then you can drop the message on my number also. So this is the question number first that we have done, and we have concluded that assertion is right, reason is right, and reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. So answer will be option number A. Now I am moving to the next question. You can note down or you can take the screenshot. So now I am moving to the next question. So next question is, this was the first question, this is the next question. So next question, you can see the examiner is saying, assertion is saying image formed by a plane mirror is always virtual. If you have gone through the properties of images formed by different mirrors, then you know about the property of plane mirror, which type of image it will form. It will always form virtual, erect and same size image. Please note down the properties of plane mirror, because I am not going to discuss these questions, I am going to discuss the concepts also. So plane mirror form which type of image? Plane mirror will form virtual, erect and same size image. So that means assertion is right here, obviously. Assertion is right. Let's see the reason now. He is giving the reason. The most commonly used mirror in barber's shop is plane mirror. Students, one thing you have to keep in mind, that it is not compulsory that reason will be given on the basis of assertion. Sometimes assertion and reasons are not linked. Like here you can see, the reason is not linked with the assertion. He is saying the most commonly used mirror in barber's shop is plane mirror. So if you have seen, basically firstly this reason is not linked with the question, but you have to see that obviously it will be not correct explanation, but is it true? You can see here it is plane mirror. So in barber shop and dentist, the mirror used is concave mirror. So which type of mirror is used by barber? That will be concave mirror, and when the object is placed, when a person is placed between pole and focus, its enlarged image is obtained in the mirror. So that means students, we can conclude that concave mirror is used in barber shop, but he is saying that plane mirror is used. So that means basically it concludes that reason is false, assertion is true. So you have to go with option number C. C option you have to select when assertion is true but reason is false. Students, basically options will be provided, but according to my point of view, that options that I am providing, first option A will be the answer when both will be true and true explanation. Second option when both will be not both are true but not the correct explanation. Third option when assertion will be true, and fourth option when reason will be true, assertion is false. So basically you have to see in this question assertion is true but the reason is false. So answer will be option number C. So this was the second question of today's class. I will discuss 20 questions. If you find this video useful, then you can share this video and you can subscribe to our channel. So now we are moving to the next question. So first two questions, this was the question number 1 and this was the question number 2, and now you can see this is the question number 3. Question number 3 is saying, question number 3 is now displaying on your screen, and he is saying for shaving we require erect and enlarge image of an object. Yes, obviously we have discussed this thing in second question also. For the barber's shop, if we have gone for shaving, then we require our erect and enlarge image in the mirror. Assertion is true, yes, obviously, because this is the requirement. Now see the reason. Reason is this is possible when the object is placed between pole and focus in case of concave mirror. Yes, we have seen the concave mirror is used. What we have seen, concave mirror is required in case of barber's shop. So he has given the condition also, pole and focus. So assertion is right here, reason is also right here, and he has given the proper explanation, he has given the correct explanation. So that means for this question, for the third question, the right answer will be option number A. So you can note down the solutions. I am going to discuss all the 20 questions one by one. So this was question number 3. I hope this video will be very useful to you. So you can share the video, you can subscribe to our channel, and if you find this video useful, then you can please press the bell icon also, so that you will get all the notifications whenever we will discuss the next questions. So third question done. Let's move to the fourth question. The fourth question is now displaying on the screen, and the fourth question is saying higher is the refractive index of the medium, or denser the medium, lesser is the speed of light in the medium. Yes, we know that higher is the refractive index. Wait for 1 minute please. Okay, this was the question. So this was question number 4. Higher is the refractive index of the medium, refractive index or denser the medium. So we can take the example of air and glass. So in glass, light travel with less of speed, in air it will travel with more speed. So this is the right statement. Higher is the refractive index of the medium, or denser the medium, lesser is the speed of light in that medium. So in that medium, speed of light will be less. Yes, this statement is very right. This is question number 4. So statement is right, obviously. Denser will be the medium, lesser will be the speed of light. Now see, reason he is saying refractive index is directly proportional to the speed. But the refractive index is what? Refractive index is density. Refractive index is basically what? Refractive index indicates density. More will be the refractive index, more will be the density. So he is saying refractive index is directly proportional to speed. If it will be directly proportional to speed, then in more refractive index medium, the speed will be more. But basically students, if you know about the relation, the correct explanation is it is not directly proportional, it is inversely proportional to speed. More will be the refractive index, lesser will be the speed. So they are not directly proportional, they are inversely proportional. So the correct expression is refractive index is inversely proportional to speed. So that means this reason is false, because it is not true. So refractive index is inversely proportional to the speed of light, or you can say speed is inversely proportional to the refractive index. More will be the refractive index, lesser will be the speed. So that means assertion is true, but the reason is false. And when we get the assertion is true, reason is false, we have to answer the C option. Assertion is right here, but the reason is false. So C option will be the right answer, and this was question number 4. You can take the screenshot. I hope this video will be useful to you. You can note down all the 20 questions. So question number 4 is clear. I hope it is clear. Now we are moving to the next question. So the next question is now displaying on your screen. Yes, now the next question is displaying on your screen, and the assertion is saying a virtual image can be obtained on a screen. Here you can get the cinema screen also. A virtual image can be obtained on a cinema screen. So this is basically question number 5. So students, basically whenever virtual image is found, we cannot obtain that image on the cinema screen. So we can obtain the image on the screen when it will be real. So assertion is false. Now reason, let's see. A convex lens is used to obtain the image on the screen. So this thing is right, because convex lens can give us real images. Convex lens is the lens which can give us real images, obviously. So convex lens can be used to obtain the image on the screen. So reason is true, but the assertion is not true, because only real image can be obtained on the screen. So here real will be the correct one, but he is saying virtual, that's why it is false here. So a convex lens is used to obtain the image on the screen. This is the right one. Convex lens can give the real image, yes, but assertion is false here. So that means assertion is false, but the reason is true. So for the fifth question, option number D will be the right answer. Assertion is false here, but the reason is true. This is the answer for fifth question. I hope you have noted down. So let's move to the next question. The next question is displaying on your screen. Yes. See the next question. Next question is, we can produce real images using the plane mirror. In the first question, we have discussed the property of plane mirror that always produce virtual images. So real images can be produced by the plane mirror. This is the false statement. This assertion is false. So question number 6 we are discussing here. Assertion is false. Let's see what explanation he is saying. He is saying the focal length of the convex mirror is always positive. So focal length of the convex mirror is which type of mirror? Convex mirror is the mirror, this one, whose this side is polished. This is the polished side. So its radius of curvature is positive. Wait for 1 minute please. This is the radius of curvature from this pole to this center. So focal length is obviously half of the radius of curvature. So this will be pole. Let's suppose this is pole, this is focus, and this is center of curvature. So basically, whenever we will measure the distance, we will measure it from pole to focus. So from pole up to focus, we have to measure the distance. So our answer will be positive, because incident ray was also traveling in the same direction. So that means focal length of the convex mirror is positive. This is the right statement, but the assertion is wrong. So for the sixth question, assertion is wrong, but the reason is right. So for the sixth question, the right answer will be option number D again. Assertion is false, but the reason is true. So for this question also, the answer will be option number D. I think for the fifth question also, the answer was option number D. So option number D will be the right answer. Assertion is false, but the reason is true. So I hope you have completed the 6 questions. If any student is having doubt in the 6 questions, then he or she can ask. Otherwise, we are going to discuss the next question. So now you can see similar type of questions that we have already discussed. So let's see this one. Assertion is a virtual image can be obtained on the screen. No, we cannot obtain virtual image on the screen. We have to use real. Okay, I think this question is repeated one. A convex lens is used to obtain the image on the screen. Yes, this is right, but this is false. Answer for this question will be again D, but I think this question is repeated one. So you can skip this question. We have already discussed this one. I think this question is repeated. Yes. Okay, next question. This is the new question. Earlier one was repeated one. Now see, assertion is convex mirror is used in driver's rear view mirror. Yes, this mirror is used, convex mirror. Reason, it always give an erect image of smaller size, so it has a large field of view. Yes, this is also right, because convex mirror always give erect image in every situation, and it will always give small size image. That's why we can see the larger area. We can see a wide area in the mirror, which side mirror of car, side mirror of bike. So both are right now here in the 7th question. In the 7th question, both assertion and reason are right. So that means answer for this question will be option number A. Both assertion and reason are right, and reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. So option number A will be the right answer for this question. Let's move to the next question. Next question is displaying on your screen, and he is saying, okay, let's see the 8th question. He is saying, if the rays falling on a lens are diverging, it is a concave lens. Obviously, concave lens we know, rays are falling on the lens, this is the concave lens, and if some rays are falling on it and it diverges the rays, then it is said to be concave lens. So it will diverge the rays in this way when rays will incident on it. When rays will incident on it, it will diverge the rays. That means assertion is true, yes. Second, convex lens can give the diverging rays. So convex lens can give the diverging rays, this is false, because only concave lens will give the diverging rays, or convex mirror can give the diverging rays. So convex lens will converge the rays, it is also called converging. So that means here reason is false but assertion is true. So that means option number assertion is true here, reason is false. For the 8th question, answer will be assertion is true, reason is false. That means answer will be option number C. So option number C will be the correct answer for this question. I hope you have understood the concept. Now you have the idea about the questions, how questions will come in the examination, how questions will appear in assertion reasoning. So let's move to the next question now. Next question is, this is the another concept, this is the another question which is coming from the concept based. So this is question number 9. This is the question which is coming from refraction of light. So this is question number 9. Frequency of light does not change when it travels from one medium to another. Yes students, frequency of light does not change when it will travel from one medium to another medium. Means during the refraction process, frequency of light does not change. Secondly, he is saying, wavelength of light changes when it travels from one medium to another medium. So now he is saying wavelength will change. In the first case he is saying frequency will not change. Yes, obviously wavelength will change. Wavelength and speed of light will change when it will enter from one medium to the another medium. Now you can see both are true. Assertion is also true, reason is also true, but they are different, they are not linked. Assertion is not linked with the reason. Assertion has no link with the reason. So that means both are true, but reason is not giving the correct explanation for the assertion. So option number B will be the right answer for this question number 9. So option B means both assertion and reason will be the true, but reason is not giving the correct explanation for the assertion. So I think this is clear. Let's move to the next question. The next question is displaying on your screen. Yes. Next is, if the rays falling on a lens are diverging, then it is concave lens. Rays are falling on a lens and after that they get diverged, so that means it is a concave lens. This is the assertion. Convex lens can give us the diverging rays. I think this question is again the repeated one. So convex lens can give us the diverging rays. So this is again false. Assertion is true, reason is false. So answer will be option number C. Assertion is true, but the reason is false. This was question number 10, but it is I think repeated one. So you can note down, if here concave lens he will give, if he will write the concave lens here, then answer both will be correct, and then it will be correct explanation also. So questions are changing depending on the question statement. Your answers will also change. So this was question number 10, but I think this was repeated question. So this is the next question. Next question displaying on your screen is, light has more speed in water than air. Firstly, speed of light is maximum in air. So assertion is not true here. Light has more speed in water than in air. So in air it has maximum speed. In vacuum you can say it has maximum speed. In water its speed is less than air. So assertion is false here. Let's see the reason. Reason he is saying water is optically denser, but density of water is obviously more than air. This is right one. Assertion, reason is right, but assertion is false. So for this 11th question, the answer will be D option. That says assertion is false, but the reason is true. So option number D will be the answer for this 11th question. Let's move to the next question. This was question number 11. So let's move to the next question. The next question is, if the rays falling on a mirror are diverging, then it is concave mirror. He is saying if the rays falling on a mirror are diverging, then it is concave mirror. So basically concave mirror is used to converge the rays. We have seen concave mirror is used to converge the rays. So it is a cross. It is wrong. Assertion is wrong here. Now see reason. Convex mirror can give the converging rays. This is also wrong, because convex mirror is giving the diverging rays, and here convex mirror will also come. So both are wrong now. In assertion he is saying if the rays falling on a mirror are diverging, it is concave. So concave mirror converges the rays, that means it is false here. And reason he is saying convex mirror can give the converging rays. Convex mirror can give the converging rays, but convex mirror will always diverge the rays. So here both are false. You have to find the answer कि इसके लिए option क्या होगा. So here both assertion and reason are false. For this option I think this is the extreme case when both will be false. So I think option number E will be provided. So you have to see the instructions, accordingly you have to answer. So when both are false, and then option number E can be the answer. But in multiple choice questions in OMR sheet you are getting 4 options. So this type of questions will not come in which both assertion and reason will be false. Rest instructions you can see, according to the instructions you have to answer. But in this question both are wrong. Assertion is also wrong and reason is also wrong. So this was question number 12. This was question number 12 in which both assertion and reason was false. Let's see the next question. This is question number 13 I think. So you are not required to go to the question number. You can simply see the questions. So question is saying concave lens cannot produce the image on screen. Concave lens cannot produce the image on the screen. This is right. Why it is right? Because concave lens produce always virtual image. That's why we cannot get the image on the screen. In the reason he is saying, obviously same wording he is saying that concave lens will always give a virtual image. So obviously this is a correct explanation. Concave lens always give virtual image. So it is giving virtual image, that's why we cannot produce it on the screen. So both are interlinked statements, and reason is both are correct, and reason is giving the correct explanation for the assertion. So for this question option number A will be the right answer. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is correct explanation for the assertion. So option number A will be the right answer for this question. Let's move to the next question. The next question is if the rays falling on a mirror are diverging, it is called concave mirror. I think this question is again repeated one. So rays are falling on a mirror, they are diverging. Concave mirror, wrong, because concave mirror is used to converge the rays. Convex mirror can give the converging rays. Now the question is different. Second reason is different. Convex mirror can give the converging rays. Basically it diverges the rays and converging the rays. Converging rays are converged by concave mirror. Concave mirror will give the converging rays. Convex mirror will give the diverging. So both are wrong here. This is the again extreme case in which both will be correct, both will be wrong. That might be option number E will be available, but in OMR sheet both will not be wrong. Rest of the things you can see, but you have to basically understand the concept from here. Okay, how to answer? Now in this case both will be false. So let's move to the next question. Now I am not writing the question number. Next question is convex lens can produce the image on the screen. Yes, because convex lens can give us real image and we can obtain the real image on the screen. Because convex lens can give us real image, so it is the correct explanation here. So both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. So option number A will be the right answer for this question. So in this way, students, you have to answer the questions. We will change the level of questions in the next video, but I think this part will be sufficient for the unit test. You can go through the whole questions that we have given in this video, and you can try the questions. If you find any doubt, any question, in any question you find any controversy and you find that my answer is wrong, then you can drop the message and you can rectify the mistake. Okay. So let's move to the next question, and if you find that this video is useful, then you can share, like and subscribe to our channel. Let's see the next question. The next question is now displaying on your screen, and the question is saying the magnification produced, wait for 1 minute. The magnification produced by the concave lens is always positive. Magnification produced by concave lens is always positive. Yes, because concave lens always give erect image. It always give object is upward. It will always give the upward image. Image is small in size. Yes, image is small in size, but it is always vertically upward. So if both object and image are upward, in that case magnification comes out to be positive. So here assertion is true, and the reason the image formed by concave lens is always erect. So this is the true explanation. This is the correct explanation for this reason, for this assertion. Reason is giving the correct explanation for the assertion. That's why for this question also option number A will be the right answer. So in this way you can attempt the question. I think 2 to 3 questions are pending here. Let's go through that questions also. So 3 questions are left. Next is the mirror we used by the dentist is concave mirror. Yes, it is right. Concave mirror is used by the dentist. A concave mirror will give enlarged and erect image when object is placed between pole and focus. This is the correct explanation. Both reason, assertion and reason are correct. And reason is giving the correct explanation for the assertion. So option number A will be the correct answer. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. I hope it is fine. This was question number 18. You can note down the question number, but I don't think a question number is required. So let's move to the next question. The next question is magnification produced by the convex lens is always positive. The magnification produced by the convex lens is always positive. Now see, this is convex lens, and convex lens can give us real and inverted image also. So when it will give inverted image, object is upward, image is downward, in that case magnification will be negative. So in always he is saying always positive, so always it is not required. Sometimes it can give the negative magnification also. So always a positive statement is false here. Second is the image produced by concave lens is always erect. Obviously concave lens will form image that will be always erect. So in this case reason is true but assertion is false. So option number assertion is false here. So option number D will be the right answer. Now students, these options may change according to the instructions. Here the instruction or the answer is assertion is false, reason is true. Accordingly you have to mark the answers. So according to my point of view, option number D will be the right answer. I will dictate all the options at the end again. Okay, which option will be the right answer for which according to my this video, which option means which options. ठीक है. So let's see the next question. The next question is the mirror used by dentist is plane mirror. Dentist use which type of mirror? Concave. So it is wrong. Convex mirror will give enlarge and erect image when object is placed between pole and focus. So convex mirror cannot give the erect image, it will give, but it will not enlarge image. It will not give enlarge image. So this is again wrong. So it is again wrong here, both are wrong. So for both, when both will be wrong, then your answer will be option number E. But I am not saying that 5 options will be provided in the questions. You have to answer accordingly. You have to answer A, B, C, D. In extreme cases, when both the options can be wrong, then your answer can be E option, but I don't think such questions will be asked. So these questions are for clearing your doubts regarding the questions. So these questions are to clear your doubts, not about the answers. So answers will not matter. You have to basically see how the answers will you have to answer. How do you have to answer in the question paper? So here both are wrong. You can answer option accordingly. So last question of this video, I think this was the last question. Yes, this was the last question, dentist concave mirror. Okay. So this was the last question, and according to my point of view, if you have listened me carefully, then you can easily answer. Okay. This is the homework question. You can try this question. And now listen to my options. I am giving option number A as answer when both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. This is option number A. For option number B, I am considering that both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. For option number C, I was considering assertion true and the reason was false. For option number D, I was considering assertion was false, but the reason was true. And for the extreme cases, I was considering E option, where both assertion and reason will be false. So I hope this is enough for today. We have discussed approximately 20 questions. Some questions have repetition also, some questions are repeated ones. But approximately in this video we have discussed more than 15 plus questions that are on the basis of assertion and reasoning. I will try one more video we will make before the examinations. So that will be a different level. These are the basically questions which are of a basic level. So in the next video we will try some difficult level questions also. So for that video update you have to subscribe to channel so that you will get the regular updates from our channel. So this is all from today's session. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. And subscribe and share the video. Thank you so much.